Welcome children. In this video, we are going to talk about the selection statement of Python in detail. As we have studied in the previous video that the selective flow is implemented in Python through if statement. So, we can say that if is the selection construct or decision construct of Python. The simplest form of if statement evaluates a condition and if the condition is true, executes a set of statements, otherwise does not evaluate those statements. Let us see the syntax of if statement. It starts with the keyword if, followed by a conditional expression and terminated by colon. The next line onwards are statements which are to be executed if the condition is true. If you look into this syntax carefully, you will notice that the if statement is following the format of a compound statement. That is, the first line is a header, which is starting with the keyword if and ending with a colon. The other statements form the body of if statement. And you will also notice over here that the statements in the body are indented. Let us understand if statement more clearly through an example. In this, first of all, a number is taken as input from the user. Then there comes the if header. As you can see that the header is starting with the keyword if, and after if a condition is placed. After the condition, colon is written to indicate the end of the header. The next line is the body of if statement. Here, the body of if is containing only one statement. The if body is slightly indented. The last statement, which is not indented, is not considered as the body of if, but it is considered outside if. So in this program, first a number is taken as input from the user, and if this number is greater than 10, then the message number is greater than 10, which is given in the body of if, will be displayed. After that, the message program ends is displayed. But if suppose the condition is false, that is, the number is not greater than 10, then the body of if is skipped and only the last statement, which is outside if, is executed and the message program ends is displayed. So you can see over here that the statement outside if is executed in both cases, whether the condition is true or false. But the statement inside if is executed only if the condition is true. Another important thing is that the statement which are not the part of if are not indented at all. Now let us see some more examples. The question over here is to write a program to enter the price of the item from the user and reduce it by 5% if it is more than 1000. So the condition over here is price should be greater than 1000. Now if this condition is true, then the price has to be reduced by 5%. Otherwise, no reduction should be done. Therefore, the reduction of the price will form the body of if. Let's see. See, first of all, a value is taken as input from the user. After that, this value which is stored in the variable price is checked through the if condition, through the if statement. And the statement is if price greater than 1000. Now colon is indicating the end of the header line. Inside this body of if, we have written price is equal to price minus price into 0.05. That means I am reducing the value of price by 5% and again storing it in the variable price. But this line will be executed only when this condition is true. Outside if I have written print new price and then displayed the value of this variable. So this line will be executed in both the cases whether this condition is true or false. But if this condition is true, then first of all this line will be executed and then we will come to this line. But if the condition is false, we will skip this body and we will directly come to this line. Okay. Now let us see the output of this code. See, first of all, when I have entered the value of price as 200. Now 200 value is not satisfying the condition. So the answer displayed is 200 because no reduction is done. In another example, I have taken the value of price as 2000 as input. Now 2000 is satisfying the condition. Therefore, this value is reduced by 5% and the new price displayed is 1900. Moving on to the next question. The question is, write a program to enter a number from the user and if it is divisible by 3, add 10 to it. In this, the condition is divisibility by 3. If the number is divisible by 3, 10 will be added to it. Otherwise, 10 will not be added to it. So, first of all, the first number is taken as input and is stored in the variable num. After that, the condition is checked. Divisibility by 3 has to be checked. So, for checking the divisibility, we require the remainder. And to find out the remainder, we have an operator called modulus. So here the condition is framed as num modulus 3 double equal to 0. So this will check if this number is divisible by 3 or not. So I have written if num modulus 3 double equal to 0, that means if the number is divisible by 3, what has to be done? Inside the body of if, I have written num plus 10. 10 will be added to num and stored again in this same variable. Right? Outside the body of if I have written print num. So in this case, if the value entered by the user satisfies this condition, so 10 will be added to it and then the new value will be displayed. But if this condition is not satisfied, no addition will be done and only the value will be displayed. Okay, let's see the output. See, in this first case, the number entered is 12 and 12 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 10 is added to 12 and the answer returned is 22. In the next example, I have entered the value as 25. Now 25 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, no addition is done in this value and the value is displayed as it is. Moving on to the next example. The question is, write a program to enter two numbers from the user and divide the first number by the second number. If the second number is 0, replace it with 1. Now, the condition over here is to check whether the second number is 0 or not. If the second number is 0, change it to 1 and then divide it with use it for division. But if the second number is not 0, use the original second number. See, in this example, I have first taken the value of the first number and stored in the variable num1. Then I have entered a second number and stored in the variable num2. After that, I have checked the value of num2. If num2 double equal to 0, then inside the body of if I have written num2 is equal to 1. That is, I am changing the value of num2 to 1 when the value of num2 is 0. Outside the if statement, I have written print num1 by num2. So, if the value of num2 is 0, it will be changed to 1 and then division will be performed. But if the value of num2 is not 0, then it will not be changed and in the division the original num2 variable will be used. Let's see the output. See, in this case, the first number entered is 10 and the second number is 3. Now, second number is not 0. Therefore, the result of 10 divided by 3 will be displayed and the result is 3.333. In the second example, the first number entered is 23 and the second number is 0. See, the second number is 0, so it would have been changed to 1 and the division would have been performed of 23 by 1. So, the answer is 23.